Hi Libra, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your March 2024 monthly tarot reading. This is where we're going to go week by week through the month of March and look at the astrological energies that we are working with. I think this is a really interesting time, Libra, especially for you and Aries as we are entering into eclipse season. So we will have your eclipse on March 25th. It will be a full moon in Libra. So this is that continued conversation of things changing in your life from when we started this back in 2023. We also have the last month of all planets direct, as April 1st we will have Mercury retrograding in the sign of Aries. So this is a huge time, Libra, to get out any of those initiatives that you wanted to accomplish this year. This is the time to plant those seeds, okay? We're going to go week by week. Do know that I offer tarot readings. If you're interested in a personal tarot reading, I have the link below. All right, Libra, let's go week by week. So you start off March with the Fool card in reverse, as well as the Moon. So two major arcanas open up your month. Second week of March, we have the King of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Wands also in reverse. By the time we get to week 3, the Chariot card in reverse, another major arcana there, and the Empress. My goodness, Libra, lots of major arcana cards. Fourth week, we have the Emperor. That is that Aries energy, so that makes a lot of sense. And the Death card. So, goodness gracious, Libra. So this definitely shows that this is your month for this eclipse. You can already tell that by all of the major arcana themes going on here. And I think it's very interesting that you're ending with the Death card, which is that Scorpionic energy, Mars energy here with that Emperor and Aries energy. And then you're starting off with this Piscean energy with the Moon and the Fool card. So right on track. Your spirit guides are definitely working overtime for you in March. So let's go ahead and pull a card that this is going to represent where you left out of February, okay, and what you're bringing into the month of March. The World card. So you really have almost every major arcana card that you can get here, Libra, and there is some type of culmination point for you here in March. I do think that that full moon in Libra is going to be your major culmination point. I do think that for many of you all, you've been dealing with relationships. Where is it that you want to get rid of toxic people? Where is it that you are finishing a chapter? Okay, so this is your month for finishing and possibly getting full culminations and messages around what you've been trying to accomplish, okay? Now let's go ahead and pull an overarching theme card for you, Libra. Spirit guides, where should Libra put their energy? What extra messages can you send them for the month of March? And you have 7 of Air. Look at that. So the 7 of Air says plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. So please remember, Libra, throughout the month, I just got my tongue, all my words twisted. Please remember, Libra, in the month of March, this 7 of Air is showing you that there is a lot going on and possibly things that you do not see. These are things going on behind the scenes. Possibly this is relationship driven. People that are around you, whether it's at work, at home, or possibly colleagues, family members. There's something going on that you are not aware of, and Spirit is telling you, pay attention to your relationships and people that you are talking to. Make sure that no one is stealing your information or ideas. 7 of Air is that energy, okay? Okay, Libra, so let's look at the month as a whole. So as I said, you have lots of major arcanas. I do think it's interesting that the only week that you do not have major arcanas is that second week of March. There is this theme of lots of reversals, okay? It's interesting that my tongue is tied with you all, Libra. Spirit is telling me that you all have so many themes going on during the month of March to really pay attention, okay? Pay attention to your surroundings, your thoughts, the people that you come in contact with. After this eclipse season, much of this is going to calm down, okay? But this is very realistic for those who have a full moon, right? Eclipse in their sign. So let's go week by week. So you start off that first week of March when we have Mercury entering into Aries on the 9th. We have Mars squaring Uranus on the 9th as well, and Chiron conjunct the North Node in Aries on the 5th. Many of you all are bringing in some Piscean themes from February. There could be some hidden information of where you've been trying to get started in a certain direction and maybe you couldn't get the traction. Pay attention to your intuition and dreams that you have during that first week of March. I do think that many of you all could get some ideas or some messages from your spirit guides. Try to do some meditation, get out into nature, really pay attention to the messages that come in that first week of March, because I do think your intuition is very high during that first week of March. When you move into the second week of March, this is when we have Venus entering Pisces on the 11th, and then we have Mercury entering its retrograde pre-shadow in Aries on the 18th, and then the Sun enters Aries on the 19th. That is the spring equinox. This is the time to figure out where is it that you need to strategize in a different direction, Libra. With both of these in reverse, some of you have felt like you've had some false starts, couldn't really get traction, like I said, from that first week of March. Really put down your ideas, figure out where it is that you want to go so that you're not all over the place, and make sure the people you are talking to really have your best interest at heart, okay? Because remember that 7 of air at the beginning, really paying attention to who is trustworthy and who is not, okay? By the time you move into this third week of the month, this is when we have Mercury conjunct the North Node on the 19th, and we have Mercury conjunct Chiron in Aries on the 20th. I do think when Mars enters into Pisces on the 22nd, you are really feeling like you have some big something to prove. It feels like you're trying to go in a certain direction, but Spirit is kind of pulling you back and saying, wait a minute, pay attention to the fine details, pay attention to everything that you're trying to get to with that Chariot card. That Empress card in reverse is almost like you're trying to start this new thing, but you just don't feel like you have traction, you can't get going. And that seems like the theme throughout March, where you're going in one direction, Libra, but Spirit is kind of yanking you back and saying, wait a minute, did you pay attention to this? Are you sure that someone hasn't already stolen that idea from you? So really pay attention to where it is that you're feeling stuck. I do think that once you put these ideas down on paper, you meditate on them, I think you're going to start getting new ideas, but it's probably going to be after that Aries new moon in April, okay? Okay, and then once we get to that last week of the month, Libra, you all are the darlings of that week. We have that big lunar eclipse, full moon in your sign on March 25th. The Death card in the upright, and then the Emperor card, which is that Aries energy in reverse. This is a lot of Martian energy, okay? Watch your words. Don't get into arguments with people, especially those who have powerful says on your life, meaning like not your boss, not a, elder, not someone who has control, okay? This is definitely showing somewhere you need to leave behind an old way of thinking and enter into a new. I do think that you're going to carry these conversations into the month of April after that eclipse. And I do think that you all are going to be transformed after this eclipse season. It's not always fun to go through transformation, but once you can get through all of this Mars energy, really get a handle on what you want, I think you are going to be golden, okay? So Big stuff for you all, Libra. I wouldn't think it would be any other way, especially with an eclipse in your sign. This is usually how it goes. So expect big changes, but expect big transformation at the end, okay? All right, Libra, I hope this was helpful for you. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs. Have a great March.